Hey guys, Colin for me here, and welcome to a little bit of a different kind of video. Today we are reacting to the Omni-Man versus Bardock death battle. So, if you guys don't know, death battle is basically a YouTube series that basically power scales two characters and then sees this is open. This is such a scuffed intro. They power scale two characters and then see who wins in a fight, and there's like a little animation. I've been a fan of this show for like as long as I can remember, and they recently just went independent. This is their first independent upload ever since like Rooster Teeth got shut down and they almost got canceled. But they managed to get to raise money at a Kickstarter, and this is the very first one after that, and I'm so excited.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
It's sponsored by Manscaped. Oh, there he is. Now I know a little bit about these characters.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the
I'm honestly not sure who's gonna win. I think
weapons, armor, and
Bardock's like, depending on what kinds of Bardock, like
Omni-Man,
what stuff
Earth's
they use.
once greatest
If they give him Super Saiyan, Omni-Man's down
of the
for it.
globe, he protected the world from all manner of
I'm rooting for
threats.
Bardock though.
And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Yep.
Why Omni-Man? How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion
God.
of Earth, best-selling
Oh my God, I
author
can't believe it's
J.K.
finally
Simmons,
here.
Yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
Yep.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or,
I get
wait,
it.
no, that
I get
came
it.
later.
The Viltrumites are among
It's
the
just
most
like 'cause it's in the
powerful
game.
beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers, and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids.
I think it could go either way
He
if
can
they don't
fly
give
at
Bardock Super
unbelievable
Saiyan.
speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is
I know they're
a
giving him
couple
Uzaru
galaxies away,
because they showed
give or
it
take.
in the
So a
preview,
minimum
but I
of
think
2 galaxies.
Uzaru could.
Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away.
Right, they
Reaching
flew
it in
there
under
like a
1 week
week.
means Omni-Man
Yeah,
must have
okay.
flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over
Oh my
20
God.
billion times faster than light.
Okay, I think
They need
Omni-Man's
to rush
faster
anyway.
then.
The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook,
What?
Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And
Okay.
regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue
So
like
he has
humans
more
do,
experience,
so
I
they rarely
think,
ever
as well.
tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate.
Okay.
This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of
Which
being
doesn't make any
regardless of
sense.
their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your
God, I'm so
intestines
happy
getting
to do
ripped
Death
out,
Battle.
Or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by
There's
comparison.
the kaiju.
This is why Viltrumites are considered
I think Bardock is
invincible.
Most
Oh, wow.
weapons in the universe
I think
can't
Bardock
even
is
scratch a
probably
Viltrumite
stronger,
like him.
but
Even a
Omni-Man
ship's
is like
cannon
way
like
faster.
this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by
Oh,
flying
they're using the
straight
solar
through it.
disk
A
feed.
planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning
Okay.
this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers, Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his
So
weaknesses.
he's what, small planet?
Monsters like
Because he was a third
can
of that.
pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his
I don't think that's
going
to be relevant in the battle. I don't think Bardock
could do that. Fatherhood. Thanks to his son, Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
And that's why they put these two together. They're both like the father, the main character. All right,
Bardock
Bardock
of the
time.
cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes
God, he's so cool.
You're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer,
Yikes.
Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing.
Hates
Leaving
time
Frieza
travel.
uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations.
So
to
which
draw
one
from,
are they using?
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
but only one is considered officially canon.
Okay.
Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married.
I remember
fellow
they
warrior
accidentally
Ine
put the wrong
and
thing
had 2 sons,
for that one in the
Raditz
preview.
and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki
How
as
much
an
faster than
explosive
light, though? Because
weapon.
faster than light isn't a
AKA
lot
shooting
when you're talking about
lasers
these
from
guys.
his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature,
Final
Bardock's
spirit
moves are all
cannon,
about
flight,
overwhelming
will
power.
away
His
future
final
sight.
spirit
Yes, future
cannon
sight?
is like a key-powered bazooka. His
A
rebellion
rebellion hammer,
hammer
rebellion
punch ignites
spear.
enemies
Okay.
on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill.
Oh,
He'll
they're giving
run
him
you
Super
over,
Saiyan.
break
Oh,
your
okay.
spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy.
Okay,
All
Omni-Man's
in a
done
day's
for.
work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as
Guess he wasn't
nothing
much of a
more than
family
future
guy, huh?
soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their
Alright,
planetary
Uzaru.
devastation.
That's what, a 50 times increase, I think?
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as
Okay,
those
so
of
he
higher
can't
birth.
control
Prince
it,
Vegeta's
okay.
control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable
Alright.
if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full-tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey See, Monkey Smash.
Despite being low class, Bardock's
It
power
lagged
level
for a second,
nearly
that's
matched
fine.
that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was
Omni-Man's
around
so dead.
10,000.
Yeah, we know power
If they're using that feat, Omni-Man's dead.
Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And
oh my god, Omni-Man's so dead.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial.
But no, I think he's. I don't remember the exact number. Was he faster?
When Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went cheerio.
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people until he
this
found
is the
two
granola
survivors,
arc, right?
A mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these two who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
All right, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication.
Yeah, if they're getting Super Saiyan, Omni-Man's done for.
Love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
Yeah, no, Frieza's dead. Or not Frieza, Omni-Man's dead.
Shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
I wish I could have backed
Joining you
it.
in that support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest masterpiece is
Wow,
the
I get to listen to them talk about shaving their balls. Alright, time for the fight.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
The Fortnite. Alright, Bardock, you got this, bro. God, the preview they showed was so beautiful. Okay, so Bardock's landing on Thraxa. That's interesting. I think this is Thraxa, I think.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Yeah. Oh my god!
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
Alright. Starting off strong. Get his ass, Bardock.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
Why'd he start fighting immediately?
Kick his ass.
Okay. Ooh, this music. I love that every death battle has custom-made music. It's so cool. Oh, well, there goes his pod. L.
Whatever
shit.
you are, you're an embarrassment.
Oh, fuck. He saw the moon. It's over.
Wait till you see.
Omni-Man's face looks kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, it's our time. Alright, Omni-Man, you're done for.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
The mouth beam! Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god! This shit is insane. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, he pulled off the tail. Oh my god!
Shit.
Alright, go Super Saiyan, kick his ass.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my war.
Oh my god! Oh, that's cool. It's a parallel to the Beerus Goku thing. That was really good. That was really cool, actually. Okay, Omni-Man should be done for now. How is Bardock surviving in space?
Your time is up!
Really? Really?
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Really? Okay. I was not expecting. Real? Okay.
Fuck.
I really want to see the reasoning for that because I was not expecting
Stop
that.
picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed.
Okay, they're doing this
Bardock
again.
is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times
Right,
light
okay.
speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and
Yeah.
Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, he was a third of
There's a
that.
catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic
Oh,
solar
right,
disk, it
right, the
highlighted
solar
just
disk. I
how
forgot
tough the
about that,
Viltrumites
actually.
Really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star.
I
And
forgot-
this is
they
no
brought that up
ordinary
during the
planet.
cast
Its
as well. I
size
forgot
and
about
density
that.
are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted
okay.
view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the
Oh,
scaling
wow.
of the disk
Okay,
puts
so
it
he's
at
like-
3
okay.
septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros.
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the
Yikes.
Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference.
I like this new,
So
like,
strength goes to Nolan.
bar graph kind of thing
numbers
they're
aren't
doing.
everything, As far as versatility and combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course,
that makes
Super
sense.
Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last two categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over
Yeah.
2,000 years. And
Yeah, I definitely, I said that
Bardock's
before.
no
Omni-Man
master
definitely
of
has
the
more
form.
experience in
Without that
stamina
mastery,
because he
the form
fucking
drains
held
the
his
user's
breath for a
energies at
week.
an increased rate, which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans
Yeah.
like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter
Yeah, okay, so I
whatever
was wrong. I
physical
forgot
strain
about
he's
the
subjected
solar
to.
disc
Bardock's
feat.
crazy
That completely
speed and
changes
power
it, yeah.
made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably
makes
land
sense,
the
okay.
killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
The winner
Wow.
is Omni-Man.
Next time.
All right, what's
on
next?
Death Battle.
Oh! Joker versus Giorno? Okay, that was okay. I remember the keys. People thought it was Joker vs. Giorno was gonna be here because like when the last season ended, there was like a teaser with like these tarot cards, and one of them said like the Joker and the world, and it was like, oh, it's Persona and Joker vs. Giorno, because I know that's a highly requested battle. Some of my friends are even like those are like that's like their most requested. Yeah, that was cool. I'm so happy the death battle's finally back. Oh my god. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, let me know and I'll do more. Like the video if you enjoyed. Only small percentage of my viewers subscribed, so you should do that. And yeah. See ya.